to start off by saying subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel. Every single one of you helps feed Gatler for one more day. So great job, guys. Make sure you like the video as well 3 times. Every like helps feed Gatler for, 1 day roughly. Actually, that's a lie. Like, he eats a lot. So everybody just keep liking the video. Anyway, sources, Astralis set sights on Magisk return. Also, actually, now that we're in this, apologies to everybody that linked me Alchemist tweets saying that this was happening and I said you're getting trolled. That's my bad, but Alchemist is the baiter and I have made a video before getting baited by him, so that's on me. That's on me. So if you're watching this video later and you're seeing me react to this and I told you that, that's my bad. So Magisk coming in for Stavn is basically the rumor that we're looking at here, ladies and gentlemen. They're weighing up the possibilities of signing Magisk. Let's see. Sources have said nothing's signed yet. Negotiations are expected to go smoothly once he's released from his Falcons contract. What? Falcons isn't trying to get a buyout? I am shocked. Dude, what? Everybody knows Astralis is stacked with it. All right, anyway. At this stage, everything points towards Stavn being the player on the chopping block. Should Magisk return to the team? Stavn has been on Astralis since November 2023. As we all remember why with Yabby. And basically just talks about their current results. Let's speed run this. Stavn is not the player that they wanted him to be. He wasn't good enough, and he was in the big boy roles, and he went from a fantastic group stage merchant that always struggled in playoffs to no longer even being a group stage merchant. And Stair has essentially cemented and evolved on Astralis as the star rifler. And respectfully so, bro, Stair is killing it. And Stavn is moving positions and giving up positions for him, and it has been basically getting worse. I think it's really hard not to watch some of the games and tell that just Stavn really has. I know people will take this opportunity because of the stabby stuff to like really just pile onto him. I'm not really trying to do that, but also at the same time, it's just painfully obvious that he has not been the same player that Astralis purchased from Heroic, and by like no metric can you really make a case for him to be on the team anymore. Now, do I think Magisk is necessarily better? I don't know. That's a tough discussion to have, because there's points where Magisk really does look like one of the most major winning players of all time, and there's other times where I really scratch my head at what's going on. There's like I think Magisk, like in terms of what he likes to do, it makes sense, but I don't know if it's like some huge upgrade. But if they're not spending any money on a buyout, this just feels like Astralis really trying to see what's available to them. And I imagine Magisk, maybe he costs more. I kind of doubt it given where he's at right now. I think Magisk does bring a lot to the team as well, like in terms of experience and just like, he's a yapper, dude. Whenever we hear listenings, he always has a lot to say. Clearly he's played a lot of Counter-Strike. So I do, and he's won a hell of a lot more on some big stages. So I do think there's like some value to adding Magisk. It's just also hard to say, pure skill wise, do I think he's moving the needle immensely for them? No, but maybe his presence helps the team along with Hooksy. I get the move. Basically, I get the move because Astralis has to try something. They're kind of stuck, and I don't necessarily think that Magisk will on paper improve them, but maybe inner team dynamics and him being more comfortable in some of those roles helps build up the team. So, and yeah, dude, it's like, I'm not really trying to kick a guy while he's down, but Stavn is just not been good enough. And Astralis has to make some moves. Like, Stair's playing some good Counter-Strike. Hooksy's been calling pretty well, and Device's form is still pretty solid. Like, they've shown where they can go. You don't want to like keep sitting on this too long and just keep giving more time to Stavn when you've already basically wasted like a year and a half with him. I don't want to say wasted. They didn't know it would go this poorly, but you know what I mean? Like, they've just lost this time. Who would be a better alternative than Magisk? Well, that's the other thing, is like, I'm not sure. I'm not deep into Danish Counter-Strike. My knowledge outside of like the top 30 teams and when you get into the regional teams is shit. I'm not even going to sit. It's why I always say with a lot of these teams when they're talking about academy rosters and like regional players and teams, it's not that I think that they're all bad. There's only so much time in the day and I'm not watching all those games. So I don't know if there's somebody better in the Danish scene, but there's definitely not going to be anybody with more experience than him. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure, bro. So we'll see. We'll see. I think as long as Falcons isn't forcing a buyout, this is a low risk move for Astralis that can only really benefit them in my mind. The chances of it hurting them, I feel like, are low, They're already on a decline. Like they're on the decline. I know they're ranked 11 right now, but as that fissure decays, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. So yeah, that's where we'll leave it there. Subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel so Gatler can eat for another day. Thank you.